Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are watching, oop, hold on one second. All right, the audio is working, that's for sure. Welcome for those of you who are watching after the live stream. If you would like, there we go. If you would like to take part in the live readings, feel free to subscribe to the channel, then turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts connected to the channel so that whenever I post new content or when I go live on my live stream, you are able to take part in these 5 minute live readings on my channel. Of course, they are all for entertainment purposes only. So I hope to see you soon. For those of you who are my current subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, for your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. As you know, these are all free channeled messages. The only thing I ask in return is if you could please give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. And if you would like to, of course, donate, you're more than welcome to. There is no obligation. The Venmo link is down below in the description box for those of you who are interested in saying a little thanks for your free reading. That being said, today, I'll be channeling messages focusing on what your guides want you to know at this moment in time. Of course, as I always mention, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And if you already participated on July 13th, July 14th, or yesterday, July 15th, then please know that I will not be adding you to the list, but you are more than free to stop by and say hi, as well as share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls or people that you feel may benefit from these free channeled messages so they can take part in this 5 minute reading session. Okay. That being said, I see lots of you joining. Hello, welcome. Let's go over some important information here before I even start looking at the list. And that being said, remember that this free live reading this is for new subscribers as well as current subscribers, okay? And of course, entertainment purposes only. Only one question I'll be channeling for today for free for 5 minutes, which is what your guides want you to know. If you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, or scheduling a private reading, then look down below in the description box as well as in the chat. Number one, please read the legal disclaimer. No worries, I will be reviewing it shortly. Number two, I will call you in the order you've appeared in the chat list, okay? If you are not present on the chat when your name is called, you will be skipped and placed at the end of the list for a second chance at participating, okay? Number four, tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions. Your free will and choices ultimately shape your journey. What you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always your power, your responsibility, and your free will. That being said, legal disclaimer is as follows. Readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please remember that readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment use only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. If you participated in this live question on July 13th, July 14th, or yesterday, July 15th, you will not be added on the list today. It is open. First person I do have on the list is Ritz. Welcome. Hello, Jessica Lane. How are you? Welcome. I want to say, Jessica, that you had a reading not too long ago. Yes, you did yesterday, but thank you so much for stopping by and saying good morning. Hello, Messa. How are you? Let's see, Messa, did you get a reading before for this topic? Let's see, for this topic. No, I don't have you here for this topic, so I'm going to add you to the list. Okay, Mesa? So the first person we have on the list today is Ritz. After Ritz, we have Mesa. Okay. Hi, Ritz. Welcome. Ritz, bro. Finally, I could make it for the time now. I'm here. All right. Don't worry, Ritz. We're going to start with you. Okay. Alina, you are number 3. Okay. Mesa, make sure that you are interested because I'm not sure if you are or you aren't. I have you as number 2. All right. So far we have Ritz, Mesa, and Alina. Oh yes. Oh yes, I see. Mesa wrote thank you. Number 2. Okay, yeah, no worries. I just saw that. No worries. Okay, so here I have Ritz, Mesa, and Alina. All right. All right, let us begin. And let's see what's coming through for you. Let's ground our energy here. All right, intuitive friends, let us start with Ritz. Hello, Ritz. Welcome. I believe you are new to the channel. I think that's what you wrote there. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, Ritz, I will be channeling messages focusing on what your guides want you to know at this moment in time. And Ritz, please remember that these messages are for entertainment use only. And let's see what's coming through for you. All right, Ritz, let's see what's coming through. Oh, you have Sacred Plan. Beautiful energy here. I mean, there's something in regards to you maybe you are manifesting something, maybe you are wishing, hoping, desiring something, maybe you've been working on something. This could be a project, this could be connected to anything in regards to your important aspects of your life, such as your love life, family, projects, career, finances. But what I feel here for you, Ritz, is that there's something here involving, number 1, divine timing, and number 2, you focusing your eye on the prize and not worrying so much the how things are moving along. You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, not micromanaging whatever it is that you are. Okay, let me explain this in the best way that I'm seeing it. The energy is coming through as if it's very important for you to keep focused on the goal, right? So focus on the goal, focus your intention to whatever it is that you're building, creating, solidifying, strengthening, securing, stabilizing, but not be so worried about the how in the pieces here on how things are going to fall, like how it's going to work out. Because there could be here this linear vision or this linear type of thinking where you are consecutively putting things in chronological order, but in the chronological steps in order that you are seeing them that they should happen, not in the way that perhaps the divine or the universe or the higher self, which sees way beyond, the 2 or 3 steps that you're looking at, right? The universe and the Hannah face sees it as an aerial view, whereas you are maybe perhaps seeing it in individual steps. And so this is saying that the sacred plan is very much connected to, yes, you doing the work, the consistency, the effort, all those things. Have your eye on the prize. Wonderful. Put efforts, be consistent, be patient. But there are some things here that will fall in the best place that they should fall. So that, I mean, look at this. Validation, confirmation, power, and intention. Yeah, your focus needs to be on the power of intention on whatever it is that you're creating, building, strengthening, securing. and not so much on the micromanaging of the how it's going to happen. The how, it's not our responsibilities as humans. The how is the universe in your the best and the highest good for all concerned, the highest good for you and your loved ones, things of that nature. Okay, so our responsibilities as the humans, right, is to put in the work, the effort, and do our due diligence. We hope that things pan out in the way we would like to see them and in the order we would like to see them, but sometimes that's not the case. And not always does it mean that just because it didn't turn out in the way that we imagined it or in the consecutive order that we imagined it, that it wasn't meant for us, because that may not be the case either. It just may be that a different route was necessary in order to steer you from other things that you haven't been able to see on the earthly plane, that is seen on the energetic realm, or that is seen, by the hands of fate or destiny. Okay, it's like, when someone is crossing the street and there's someone that you trust and they say don't cross, and you're like, why? But it says walk, but you don't know why you can't cross. You can't cross because maybe there's someone coming down the street with the brakes that have failed, and even though it says walk, it may be not in your best interest to walk at that moment in time. Okay, so that's the image that I'm seeing here clairvoyantly. That being said, look at that. You have indecision and the temple path, which just popped out of the deck. There may be something here that you may be a little bit hesitant on, or that you may be a little bit confused or not seeing things moving perhaps in the way that you would like to see them. You do have here the card that just popped out of the deck, which says indecision. Okay, so there could be something here that you are on the fence about, or that you may not be quite sure, or maybe you are uncertain, maybe it's apprehension. Okay, your guides are telling you here that you have the power and the attention to work with the ethereal realm in order to be able, and I'm getting here teamwork because of that number 12. 1 + 2 = 3. And for me, especially with the fact that there's 1, 2, 3 orbs that are shining very brightly, which to me represent like the 3 of Pentacles, even though this is an oracle deck, you working very closely with your ethereal realm, or with the ethereal realm, with your guides, is going to help clear, or at least help you have a clarity, or take away the confusion, or lessen the confusion here in regards to getting to whatever it is that you want to get to, or seeing whatever it is that you want to see. Ace, leave it. Sorry, that was for my dog. Okay, so let's see what else is coming. Again, you have here indecision with the sacred plant. So again, you could be here on the fence, or not feel like you're seeing something very clearly. Let's see. All right, you have the 3 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. Whatever this is, whatever it is that you are building, creating, strengthening, stabilizing, securing, whatever it is that you are trying to move forward in, or making plans on a next chapter or the next step, that you may feel a little bit uncertain here with this indecision card, and that you may feel that isn't quite as clear. I feel here that it's been something that you've been waiting for a very long time, or it's definitely something connected to the past or recent past. So it could be something that you've had on your mind for a while. It could be very much connected to a passion, a project, or something here connected to maybe, something that you've always dreamed of and you've always wished and hoped for as well. This could also be connected with someone, or like I said, partnership here from the past or recent past, working as a team. as well. I feel that whatever this may be for you, you are going to know exactly when to move forward. Now, it may not be very clear, or you may not be very certain right now at this moment in time. You may be weighing your options or just not knowing, should you go left or should you go right? As time goes on here, by the way, you have the number 3 twice. Okay, you have the 3 of Wands, and again, the number 3 here with this 12. So what I'm getting here is with time, Ritz, what's going to happen here and how this is looking energetically here is you're going to know when you're going to be able to make that move or jump into that opportunity, because you are going to be motivated. There's going to be a sense of passion and drive and fire. That goal-oriented type of feeling will be kicking in. And your guides want you to know that when it does kick in, you will know at the exact time when you should catch that wave, just like this surfer here. That being said, let's take a look at your last card here. Ritz, I hope these messages are helpful and have been insightful. And sorry, this just spread all over the place. Let's see what else is coming through for you. Please let me know if these messages are resonating for you. And if you don't see these messages resonating now, they may make more sense later on, okay? Let's see what else is coming through for you. And you have here, stay focused. Wow, look at that. By the way, it's very interesting because these two cards are about focus. These two people are focused. The difference between these two people focusing is very different, and I'm going to explain. The energy here with this indecision is that this person is focused, but they're focused on the uncertainty. They're focused on the apprehension. They're focused on getting stuck in their head. A little bit of analysis paralysis here, what I'm feeling with this indecision card. Here with this person, with the 3 of Wands, this person is also focused. However, the focus connected to this person is that they are focused on the passion, the drive that they feel in their gut, and they're focused on waiting for the right time to capture that great wave, that good wave, right? To capture that opportunity, to move towards that opportunity so that it could create that sense of stability and security in whatever the sacred plan is and whatever intention has been placed on those prayers, energy, manifestations, law of attraction, law of resonance type of energy, and working together with the ethereal realm, as well as here maybe with people that you've known for quite some time here with the 6 of Cups, okay? Now stay focused, Ritz says, it's time for solitude and individual working. Be careful if there are interference with your process occasionally. Occasionally, ideas and solutions come to your mind when alone and totally into your plan. So again, being totally into your plan has a lot to do with this 3 of Wands energy. The passion, the drive, the focus, the motivation to see when the right time to jump in and grab that opportunity. Ritz, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe to the channel, and feel free to share today with 3 people that you know my YouTube channel link so that they too could come and be part of the Lexa Tarot community. That being said, Ritz, I hope these messages have been insightful, and I'll see you soon. Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a 2nd degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just look down below in the description box or in the chat, and all my information is there. Please note that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And for those of you who are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to take a look at the chat in a minute. I'm just putting the cards away. But I do want to mention here, especially for those of you who are new to the channel, that I do not take personal questions. Personal questions equal to personal readings or private readings. Private readings are done separately, and those are done obviously by appointment only. And you could always reach out to me to book and schedule your fee related question. Okay, so that you have to pay for. What I am doing is just giving you an overall general reading in regards to what your guys may want you to know at this moment in time. So I do not accept personal questions. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to get a reading. If I were you, I would try. Sometimes I do see a lot of the questions that people are having in the back of their minds or that they've shared or they've placed in the chat, and those may come up for you. But again, it's not a guarantee. Okay? So please remember, for those of you who are in the chat, haven't checked out the list yet, but if you were on here getting this message on July 13th, July 14th, or July 15th, then you're not going to be added to the list today. All right. That being said, let's take a look at who's here. And up next, we have Mesa. After Mesa, we have Alina. And let's see who else is here. All right, I'm grabbing my phone now. Welcome, welcome. All right, Ritz, finally I could make it for the first time now. I'm new here. Well, thank you so much, Ritz, for stopping by. Oh, yes, a committed relationship and career related. Thank you so much. Augustine is here. Hello, Augustine is new to the channel. Welcome, Augustine. Please know that you are number 4. You're right after Alina. Thank you. After Augustine, we have Latoya. Hello, Latoya. Let me just make sure that you weren't on the list before, Latoya. Okay, I don't think so, but I just have to double check because there's a lot of people that come on, as you guys know. Yeah, Latoya, you're more than welcome to join today. I don't see you on the list from the other days, so thank you so much, Latoya, for stopping by. Okay, Latoya, you are number 5, okay? KK1111. Hello, KK111. You were on here on the 14th, okay, my dear? So I won't add you to the list, but thank you so much for stopping by, okay? NRA00. Let's see, were you here before? Some of you I know off the bat that weren't here, and then some people I'm like, I gotta check. So NRA00. I am adding you to the list, and you are, hold on, where are you? And you are number 6, okay? Now, please remember NRA00. I do not take personal private questions during the live chats. That is a private reading, and if you're interested in that, feel free to reach out to me in the links down below or in the chat, okay? All right, so far so good. Let's continue with the reading for today. I do have other spots. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, NRA00. Good morning, my love. Hello, KK111. Thank you so much for stopping by, my dear. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel with 3 of your friends, okay, KK? So that they can stop by and get their free reading. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots open. So I only have 4 more spots. And then I'm going to close the reading for today. All right. That being said, Mesa says, I'm here. Okay, Mesa, let's take a look here what's coming through for you. Mesa, please remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's take a look here, Mesa, what your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time. Now, of course, if this doesn't resonate right now, it could be resonating a little bit later. And remember, this could be in any area of your life. It could be in love. It could be in career. It could be in, financial stuff. It could be in family, the domestic scene. It could be in any area. All right. So let's take a look here, Mesa, what's coming through for you. All right, Mesa, and we have here healing energy. You also have here step back. I feel this energy here for you, Mesa, as if it's like the 4 swords energy. like I'm getting like this Four Swords energy, where right now at this moment in time there is this type of energy around you where if you haven't done it and you're not in it yet, you should be, especially if there's lots happening around you. Energy, oh, healing energy could be mental, it could be physical, it could be health wise, it could be emotional, it could be energetic. So there's a sense of healing taking place here. All right. This could be very much connected to your heart chakra because there's a lot of green here, but this could also be health related as well. So, what I'm getting here with healing energy, it's like you needing time right now at this moment to take a step back and take it easy. Now, when I say take it easy, is not to take everything and place it on your shoulders. So there may be a lot of hustle and bustle or a lot of responsibilities that you may be dealing with right now at this moment in time, or some type of preoccupation that in a way is creating this energy where it's like you feel tired or you feel more fatigued, or there's this just maybe here a lack of enthusiasm in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's something that you've been thinking about a lot. Like I said, I'm getting here the Four Swords energy, which is like this feeling of being burnt out, whether that is burnt out due to like needing some type of mental recovery, like a moment not to think about something that may be worrisome, or just taking a time out, as in just taking a step back, as the message here right behind this card was talking about, taking a break, whether that be physically, mentally, emotionally. But that's what I'm getting here, mess up with this energy healing or healing energy card. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. You have boundaries that literally just flew out of the deck. There may be things that you are putting on your shoulders or worrying about here, and your guides are reminding you there's no need for you to worry, although it's understandable that you may be a little bit worried about something. What I'm also getting here is that there could be people around your energy, whether this is work, family, friends, loved ones, that may be overstepping their boundaries and creating some sense of like bringing their drama or their situations to you, and you taking on someone else's burdens, or people interfering into your own personal life. So, what I'm getting here with boundaries is the sense of you strengthening your boundaries so that even if you say no, right? So if someone asks you to do something, you really aren't able to do it, but you may want to just say yes just because you're scared to break somebody's feelings, to hurt their heart, this is talking about you being able to voice your opinion here, especially with all this blue here that this person has. It may bother you in your heart, but you do need to place yourself at the top of the list. And if you are unable to do something, voicing your opinion or voicing where you stand on something is something that should not be taken lightly by those people who care about you. So making sure that there is a sense of clarity in your mind, which is the reason why the crown chakra is very much lit up here, and understand, in the sense of understanding with the crown chakra, that yes, you do have the heart and the soul to help others, but there's a time and place, and pouring into yourself is equally important. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through in regards to what your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time. And you have here the Chariot, okay? The Chariot with the King of Pentacles. So the Chariot is saying, listen, move ahead in something here that you may be seeing as a goal at the end. Hello, Lane Light Reflections. You're more than welcome to join. I'll add you to the list as soon as I finish this reading, okay? Thank you so much for stopping by and subscribing. The Chariot is you being very much focused, your heart, your body, your heart, and your soul. Okay, really focused here, Mesa, on a goal that you want to achieve. Okay, So, part of that goal here is you focusing on controlling your emotions so that you're able to get to that destined mark, or that finish line that you want to move towards. The Chariot is ruled by Cancer, and this has a lot to do with your willpower. Remember that I said a little while ago, yes, it's great to be nice, but if it's at your own expense, it's something that you need to kind of, in a way, take a step back and see, you know? Cancer energy is a lot having to do with water energy as well. So there may be things here having to do with your emotions. As I said at the top of the reading, with the green there with the heart chakra. Let's see, Mesa, what else is coming through for you? You have anticipate. There should be a few challenges or obstacles awaiting for you on the way to success. So, in other words, there may be some delays, there may be something not going to plan. However, by anticipating these ones, you will absolutely soften the problems and get more decisive solutions. In order for you to get more decisive solutions, as I said at the top of the reading, I feel that there's a lot here having to do with you taking a step back, healing, mending, fixing, repairing, and really working on something here so that you can create the healthy boundaries that need to be placed in order for you to be able to focus on you and move forward. Mesa, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe here to the channel. I greatly appreciate it, Mesa, and I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls, and I hope that these messages resonated for you today. All right. I will be taking a look at the chat in a moment. In the meantime, I'm putting back the cards. I do want to welcome all of you, new subscribers and current subscribers alike. I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls. And if you would like to schedule a private reading, those can be scheduled by reaching out to me at lexatarot@gmail.com or reaching out on my website, which are the links that are in the chat as well as down below in the description box. Please note that if you already took part in this question of what your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time, which I started on July 13th, continued on July 14th, and continued on July 15th, then you will not be added to the list. But please feel free to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls. That being said, I am adding people to the list. I am stopping at the 10th subscriber. As long as you haven't been on the list before, like I said, starting the 13th, 14th, or 15th, then I will add you to the list so that you can have a free 5-minute reading. Please note that I do not take personal questions. Personal questions are for private readings. That being said, let's take a look who's here, and let's see who else I'm going to add to the list. Up next, we have Alina. So, Alina, you are up next. After Alina is Augustine. After Augustine, we have Latoya. After Latoya, we have NRA00. Okay, let's see who else came after. After NRA00, we have Lane Light. Hello, Lane Light. Lane Light Reflections. You are number 7 on the list. After that, we have Cookie Victoria. Hello, Cookie Victoria. How are you, my dear? Thank you for stopping by. Let me just make sure that I haven't given you a reading focusing on this specific question. I don't think so, but I like to always double check because usually I have my regular subscribers that do stop by for readings when I am on the live, but I don't see you here on the list. So Cookie Victoria, let me know if you're interested in in me adding you to the list, okay? Because you didn't mention, you just said hello, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you so much. Hello, Cookie Victoria. So, Cookie Victoria, let me know if you are interested in a free 5-minute reading or if it was just a hello, which, by the way, I greatly appreciate it. So, thank you so much. Either way, let me know. And we're going to be focusing on the next intuitive friend, and that is Alina. Now, Alina, let me make sure also for you that you haven't gotten a reading focusing on this specific question. No, I don't see you there. So yeah. Okay. All right, Alina, let's continue your reading, or let's continue with you. Alina, please remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Thank you so much for stopping by, for your support and your loyalty. Let's focus here on what is coming through for you here, Alina. What do your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time? What do your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time? Alina, let's see. All right, Alina, you have here clear, cancel, and release. Right now, at this moment in time, your guides are saying, hey, listen, there's some things that you need to be focusing on. And in order for you to move to, I don't know why I was going to say move, but in order for you to move forward in whatever those plans or focus may be, there's a requirement here for you to clear, cancel, and release any outside or external interference. I'm also getting internal interference that is very much connected to outside challenges. So this is coming across as either internal or external type of energies that may, by you either paying attention to them, by you focusing on them, by you entertaining that energy, you are allowing yourself to be in a way unfocused. Okay. And so it's very important here for you to clear, cancel, and release that energy so that you can truly maintain your focus and clear any external or internal type of noise, is how this is coming across. Let's see what else is coming through for you. Okay, after Alina, we have Augustine. After Augustine is Latoya. After Latoya is NRA00. And then after NRA00, we have Lane Light Reflections. I'll be writing the list up as soon as I finish with Alina's reading. All right, you have action and you have answers. Like I said, the action that is required right now, Alina, at this moment in time is for you to be very much aware of the external and internal challenges and obstacles that you may be here unconsciously or subconsciously allowing to interfere with some actions that you want to take or some movement in regards to answers that you've been looking for. I feel here that these answers that you will either have in the back of your mind or this sense of wondering about something or questioning something in your mind, you're going to be able to clearly see and know what that is the moment you're able to push away or release yourself from any external or internal noise. Like I said at the top of the reading, that's going to help you clear that energy or clear those people, situations, circumstances, events, environments, so that you can be a little bit more centered and more firmly rooted in wherever it is that you are seeing as the next goal. All right, let's see what else is coming up for you here, Alina. You have the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups. Whatever this is, there is this sense of you wishing, hoping, praying, and desiring whatever answer it is that you are looking for, waiting for, or thinking about. This may be connected to either a connection or a partnership or someone that you may be interested in, or you hoping that that person is equally interested in you. The Two of Cups is talking about that soul to soul type of connection, two people being different, but not so much focusing on the differences, but rather focusing on the similarities of the emotions or what it is that they are feeling for each other, or the mutual energy. You could be waiting here, Alina, for kind of like what I'm getting here is like a sign that something is coming in your direction, or that someone that you may be interested in you is also in that you may be interested in you is interest that you may be interested in is also interested in you. Okay. Now those answers can be seen by the person's interaction with you. Are their words and actions connected? Okay. All right, let's see what else as the last and final. What is the advice that your guides have for yourself? It says, give yourself time to heal. Again, clear, cancel, and release, pushing away some internal or external delays, struggles, or challenges. You focusing on you. This is talking about give yourself time to heal. The feeling of burnt out leaves you being drained, or just one more thing is too much for you right now. Rest and take a few moments off for the chaos to restore your energies. Okay, so there may be something here that you need to clear. This could also be talking about you adding way too many things on your list. Okay, there could be a lot of things that you are putting on your agenda or your itinerary, or there are a lot of things that you are juggling. And this is talking about, yes, you have this energy of really going forward. There's a lot that you may have on your plate. And maybe here also, especially with the Two of Cups, maybe here in regards to whatever this may be, you joining forces with someone that you feel that you can delegate, especially if you have a lot on your plate. Help you delegate those responsibilities. Alina, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel, Lena. I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, Lena? Welcome. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Augustine. But before I start on Augustine's reading, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, or if you would like to schedule a private reading, then take a look down below in the description box, as well as in the chat. All that information is there in both places. That being said, intuitive friends, please note that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Please don't forget to read the disclaimer. And today I'll be channeling messages focusing on general reading. Okay, this could be in any area of your life. But what I am focusing on is what your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time. So I'll be channeling those messages here for you. Now, of course, these messages are totally and completely free. However, if you would like to say thank you with the little donation in the Venmo link, you're more than welcome to. There is no obligation, but for those of you who may want to say thank you for your free reading, you're more than welcome to. Others of you, feel free to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. Augustine here, my dear, you have Mother, Father, God coming through here for you as your first card in this reading. Now, Mother could be yin energy, That could be representing yin energy. Father could be representing yang energy. And God could be representing the universe. Now, when I get this card coming through, your guides are telling me here, you may be a very intuitive person, an empath. You may have six senses that you may have had always in your life. I do feel that there's something generational about that. If you are gifted in that way, whether it be clairvoyancy, whether it be premonitions, whether it be just strong gut level feelings, you may be the one chosen, or the one who spiritual is a little bit more spiritual, or is not afraid to work with their spiritual talents or connections. Okay. I'm also getting here, Augustine, there could be a sense of activation and downloading that you may be experiencing right now. So if you are experiencing fatigue, being tired, feeling like you have a lot of weight on your shoulders, even though you might not be multitasking, but there's this energetic type of exhaustion that can't be explained. I feel here that you may be going through some type of downloading or activation in regards to your energetic frequency or your spidey senses, like I like to call them. There's something here about you being very close. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I don't know if this is like, I'm getting like a name that has been passed down. I don't know if it's a middle name. It's something here connected to family roots and the generation, like from one generation to another generation. I don't know if it's a talent, but it's coming across as spiritual. So you may be a very spiritual person that you've been experiencing this type of intuition since, maybe since you were younger. But there's a connection between you and the ethereal here, as you see with this person reaching out to the stars. So to the sun. But I'm definitely getting a strong connection, a strong spiritual connection. You may have, again, a very, very clear type of crown chakra energy. That is the energy that allows us to connect, whether it's through prayer, whether it's through meditation. Look at that. What did I say? Whether it's through prayer, whether it's through meditation, healer of the ages. It's as if listen, this could be religious also. Like, it doesn't have to be spiritual. It could be religious. You could be the type of person who has a lot of faith. But it's not just having the faith. It's you really believing in the power of the intention of whatever it is that you may be praying for or connecting towards when you want something to happen. Like, I feel there's this energy here of like your faith moving mountains. So it's not so much about the religious or the spiritual aspect of it. It's the power that you have to connect with that intention. So you may kind of realize or see that when you connect with your guides, God, the higher realms, look at that. Yep, that makes sense. Fourth chakra. There's a lot of unconditional love in your heart. You're a really good person. And whether you see the rewards or not, you're getting, and I don't mean this like in a, like, I'm just kind of giving it to you how it's coming out. It's like you're gaining a lot of, let's just put it this way, you're gaining a lot of good karma in the things that you do, in the prayers or affirmations or things that you ask for other people. Your faith drive and your heart is really in whatever it is that you ask for, whatever it is that you connect, or how you connect spiritually or religiously. It is coming through very, very beautifully here in your cards. So your guides are saying, keep doing the good work. You are generating here a lot of good karma, but you're also breaking a lot of generational trauma or generational chains here that needed to be healed. Okay? And you may be, maybe through the power of prayer, maybe through the power of manifestation, maybe through the power of faith, intention, and unconditional love, you are breaking through those chains and like clearing not just things in this lifetime for your friend, for your family, but also here very much connected to, past lives all the way through now. It's like there's this bridge here that I'm getting between you and the divine, or like across all time. Mother is yin energy, father is yang energy. Because of the spirituality that you have and that you possess, your guides are kind of reminding you here that it's important for you to stay very much connected to both ends in order for you to find harmony. So there are things that are rational, logical, analytical, and are very much focused on the 3D realm, focusing on effort, due diligence, consistency, and putting in the work. But there's also another part. The same way that you're focusing on the 3D world, it's important for you to also focus on the spiritual world, and vice versa. One of them is not more important than the other. They work hand in hand. So do what you need to continue to do in the 3D realm in order for things to move along and for you to be very much connected to that goal, but also use the power of intention and the power of the divine in order to help you through that. So both of your energies, the divine feminine and the divine masculine here, taking part here in your reading. There's a duality here. Six of Wands energy and the Ten of Swords. How you're going to be able to reach your goals or get the valid recognition, the success, the victory, and the accomplishments that you have worked for. Okay, because this is not like this didn't come like just from the sky. This is through your focus, through your hard work, through your dedication, through your inspiration. There's a victory here, whether it's that you are receiving that now or you may be receiving that in the near future, where your intentions and your focus are being seen. Now, listen carefully. If they're not being seen in the 3D realm, if you're not getting the recognition in the 3D world, that means like reality, like at your job or with your family or with your friends or things of that nature, if you're not seeing it in the 3D realm, remember what I said at the top of the reading, that I'm getting it, that you are accumulating good karma in your energy field. So if it's not seen, it could be in the unseen, behind the veil. So because there is a sense of faith and there's a sense of, again, making sure that you balance that yang energy and that yin energy through the hard work, dedication, external and internal challenges that you may have had, or that you may be still kind of like on the tail end, it's like you've passed the test is how this is coming across. Like you've earned whatever success may be coming your way because of the faith that you have had and the unconditional love that you have had in regards to whatever this may be connected to. Okay? The Ten of Swords is saying that one of the important elements or pieces in this whole entire reading here is for you to let go of the self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. The Ten of Swords, there could have been here someone in the past or recent past, maybe even family members, close friends that may have backstabbed you and have done you wrong. Your guys are reminding you here that, not to take actions into your own hands, but allow the divine justice to find its balance, okay? To find its, karmic balance, divine balance, okay? So your ability to be very much connected to this unconditional love of your faith or spirituality in conjunction with the faith that you have in what you cannot see or touch and the fact that you have gone through your own betrayals and things that have hurt you, and that may, at times be difficult because they may have had a residual effect on you. You are very much focused on letting that go and moving into a higher vibrational energy. The Six of Wands, as well as Mother, Father, Universe, have the same exact posture in the reading. Okay? The only thing is that this one, the hand is down and the other hand is up. Like the Magician card in Tarot, as above, so below. So again, you could be a natural manifester. And as I said before, there's something that may be coming in your direction, whether it's the recognition from the 3D realm or whether it's the recognition from the ethereal. That being said, let's take a look at your last card. And by the way, Latoya, you are up next. And I'm going to add people that have been waiting. So sorry, I forgot to add you on the list, everyone else. I'll do that now. All right, let's see what's coming through for you. Augustine, you have keep it to yourself. You have brilliant and outstanding ideas with an unconventional style. So before you round up and perform it, keep it a secret to prevent yourself from judgment or competitive energy. And that judgment is your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Like I said, things that you need to release in order to make it ahead and be able to achieve those goals. And whether it's the goals or the victory or the success here in the 3D world that you're very passionate about, or the passion that you have connected to your faith. Either way, I hope these messages have been insightful. Augustine, I hope these messages have been insightful, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls. And thank you so much for stopping by, my dear. All right, I'm going to add the people, which I just realized after I was started the reading that I didn't add the new people that were on the list. My apologies here. All right, so after Lane Light Reflections, we have Estefania's Fire Tarot. Welcome, Estefania. After Estefania, we have Karen Robinson. Welcome, Karen Robinson. Thank you so much for stopping by. I have added you to the list. We also have EB Tarot. And yes, EB Tarot, you were actually on the list on the 13th, but you missed your reading. So, of course, I'll add you here. By the way, let me close the session because I have more than what I expected here in the session, but it's my fault because I forgot to add all you guys. So Karen Robinson, you've been added to the list. EB Tarot, you've been added to the list. I'll tell you guys the numbers in a minute. And that's it. All right. Okay, let me review. Actually, it's perfect. The perfect number, 10. Okay, so Augustine, I just finished your reading. Hope that was helpful. After Augustine, we have Latoya, which I'll be doing Latoya's reading now. After Latoya, we have NRA00. After NRA00, we have Lane Light Reflections. After Lane Light Reflections, we have Estefania's Fire Tarot. Then following Estefania, we have Karen Robinson. And last but not least, we have EB Tarot. Intuitive friends, please make sure that you stay on and alert when I call your name. I'm going to add the list now. That's going to take me that's going to take me a little bit here. I just thought I touched the wrong button. It's going to take me a little bit of time here, but it's going to help all of you see where you are in the list, okay? And like that, you guys can gauge. Now, remember, when I call your name, if you're not here, I'm just going right to the next person, okay? Because as you see, the list is quite long, as per usual. My lives, usually I get a lot of people on the list, which is fine. But if you're not here, someone else who has been patiently waiting will be called next, okay? All right, so I'm just writing everyone's quick name here. All right, and Estefania. Okay, after Estefania, we have Karen Robinson. For those of you who weren't able to make the list, now no worries. Chances are later tonight I might stop by. So you have an opportunity to join, but here's the thing. You need to subscribe to the channel, because the moment I not only subscribe to the channel, but also turn on your notification bell and all alerts, okay? Because what happens is the moment I say that I'm doing a live and you don't have your notification bell, the people who have it on will come, and sometimes I only do 5 spots. Sometimes I only have 5 spots. Sometimes I have 10 spots. So those spots get they fill up very, very quickly. Okay. So there I placed the list. Hello, Bargavi. Actually, you are number one. The list is closed, Bargavi. And I want to say that you already had a reading already. Okay, Bargavi. Thank you so much for stopping by. And yes, intuitive friends, I do write it on a sheet of paper. And I do cross-check and make sure that everyone is getting a fair chance as just one reading. By the way, Latoya, you have clear and cancel that just popped out of the deck. All right, so Latoya, I'm ready for you. As you see, Latoya, I'm shuffling the deck, and you are the next person on the list, and clear, cancel, and release is coming up for you. Okay. What I do want to tell you here about this clear, cancel, and release is that there could be some internal or external. Wow, look at that. Yeah, internal or external challenges, delays, or obstacles or tension that you may be dealing with, or that you're choosing to put a stop to. Maybe you have walked away, Latoya, from a situation, circumstance, or event that has been or is at the moment a little bit emotionally taxing or energetically draining. I do feel here with this clear, cancel, and release that your guides are reminding you that it's time for you to place yourself at the top of the list and pour into your own self. Okay. It's not that you shouldn't care for other people, but here's the thing. You may have a lot of compassion and love and nurturing. You could have that just compassionate, nurturing energy and wanting to help the world, wanting to help others, not wanting other people to struggle. But what your guides are saying is that sometimes people need to struggle because it's the karma that they've generated. And some people need to go through hard times in order to learn their lesson. You can't learn people's lesson for them. So this clear, cancel, and release is saying, don't allow other people's trauma, responsibilities, tension, situations, circumstances, or events be your kind of like have that weight being on your shoulders or that energy being around your frequency. You may have a lot of negative Nellies or negative Nelsons around. So people who, they're always complaining about something is never going right. Oh, this always happens to me, that type of lower vibrational energy. And I feel that you are in this energy of kind of like realizing here. Remember, the power of the tongue is very strong. Why? Because words have energy. They have power. A lot of people may not see it that way, but it's true. Power of the tongue. You can create and you can build and you can destroy by what you say. So this is saying here that there's this energy that you are focusing on or choosing to put a stop. And if you haven't, I feel that you will be, or at least you're contemplating that energy. You do have here compassion, and compassion has a lot to do with the heart chakra. So again, your guides are saying, listen, that's wonderful. That's great that you may help people and you may have the companion, the nurturing, and the, giving back to others. But it's time to fill your cup. It's time for you to make sure your cup is filled, to make sure that you are being nurtured as well. And sometimes people want to drag you into their drama. And if they're not dragging you into their drama, they're bringing the drama to you. Okay? So again, and this doesn't mean that you shouldn't, give advice or support people, but there's a limit to it, right? So if someone comes to me and they say, hey, this, that, and the other, I give them advice if they so ask for it. And then that's it. It's up to the person to get things done. It's up to the person to learn the lesson that they need to learn. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. You have here contract and you have angel of love. Again, the same message I said a little while ago. Clear, cancel, and release. There are dramas that people have placed themselves in that have nothing to do with you. They're bringing their problems to your doorstep or to your table, or when you're talking to them, they just, they're adding more stress to you in some way, shape, or form. There could be some legal matter here that someone may have. There could be some legal matters here that, I don't know, that could be, happening, or someone may be dealing with it. Maybe yourself. I don't know. But whatever this is talking about pushing back that energy, releasing, stepping away from this drama, because it may not be connected to you, but it's in some way, shape, or form. It's creating this energetic link. You see what I'm saying? Contract is also coming through here for you, Latoya. I don't know if you're thinking about buying something, renting something, leasing something. I don't know. But contracts is all about signing legal binding contracts or oral contracts. Listen very carefully. This is coming through super, super with a big red thumbtack on it. If you are in the middle of doing something that requires a legal commitment, an oral commitment, binding type of contract, you need to read the disclaimers. You need to read the fine print. Okay? There may be things that people or a person or something that may be said that may not be in that paperwork or in that email or in black and white. If this has something to do with banking or transferring or anything that has to do with documents, especially right now with Mercury going into retrograde on July 17th, you gotta not only look at it twice, but thrice, 3 times, okay? Because there may be something, could be a slip up, it could be a misunderstanding, it could be someone intentionally making promises that they can't keep, but because it's not in black and white, then you can't claim anything. So this is coming across as being very, very mindful, especially if this has to do, and I'm not saying it does, but I'm saying especially if this has to do with like a legal case or some type of legal document, you need to make sure everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. And if it's not, you got to get it corrected. If it's not there, then you need to make sure they make an amendment or add it or whatever it is. But I'm getting here, you may be going through something having to do with contracts, and that you need to be very aware of the misunderstandings or people's, whether it's intentional shenanigans or unintentional shenanigans, that it doesn't affect you. Okay? So that's coming through very, very like, I know I took more than 5 minutes talking about that, but it's coming across as something that you need to know. I don't know if this is connected to you or to someone else in your family or around you, but it's coming as like I had to literally remind you of that specific situation. You have here angel of love and compassion. I do feel that there is a lot of love and nurturing and compassion, which is the reason here why I feel that your guides are, hey, pay attention. People may at times take your kindness as weakness, and that may not be the case. But see, what people don't understand is whatever is done to you here in the 3D world, they got to pay with the divine, through divine justice. But something here is talking about just keeping aware. There may be something here someone may be trying to do, say, whatever, and it's because, and it could be someone that you love a lot, by the way. Okay? I'm not saying it is, but it could be, because there's a lot of heart chakra here, So it could be the person you least expect to backstab you could actually potentially here be the person doing the backstabbing. Because there's a sense here that I'm seeing this person who has that blindfold as blind faith. Because I love this person so much, I'm not going to guard myself. And this is saying, you could love as much as you love, but always keep an eye out. Not in a negative way, but just keep on alert. Don't allow your kindness to be mistaken for weakness. The Empress and the Knight of Wands. The Empress is slow-moving energy. Things are going to start moving for you if they haven't already. It is slow movement, so nothing here is about quick and fast, okay? The Empress is a slower moving energy because, of course, there's this period of gestation, so it's giving this slow growth. There could be something attached or connected here to children or to family tree, family, children, grandchildren, things like that is what I'm getting. Knight of Pentacles, through your due diligence, your patience, your focus, and consistency here. Let me see something. Yeah, look at that. King of Cups. You're a very loving person. You may be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You don't have to be, but you could have water on your astrological natal chart, because I'm getting a lot of yin energy. But yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is saying continue to move forward, of course, with a sense of caution. All right. But the Knight of Pentacles is saying that you are focusing on this movement forward. You're focusing on something that is, or something, someone, or an environment that is more stable, more long-term. There's a sense of a more stable type of committed energy here connected to something that is valuable to you in regards to this Knight of Pentacles. And whatever it is, you're looking for long-term achievement. Okay? So you're not scared of, you're a Libra. There you go. This is you. Why? Because the Empress is rules. The Empress is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules two signs. It rules Taurus and it rules Libra. And here you go. The scales of justice, Libra. There you go. I wouldn't be surprised if you have water placements elsewhere. So I wouldn't be surprised. You came out in your own reading twice. Libra energy. There you go. All right. Last but not least, let's take a look at what's coming through for you. You have here repeat affirmations. Okay. Hey, Healing Journey. How are you? All right. It says repeat affirmations. Keep a journal. Okay. Latoya, this is saying keep a journal and write down your affirmations of manifestation. Start every new day by saying these out loud to charge yourself with more positive energies. That's what your guides are saying to you here, okay? There's a lot of positive energy around you, and this is talking about amplifying that. And again, amplifying that with the heartfelt, unconditional love and being in this high frequency energy. So beautiful, beautiful messages. Latoya, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share. Continue to subscribe to the channel. Please feel free to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls. Don't forget to let 3 people know today about the messages that you received so they could come and they could be part of the channel. Thank you so much, Latoya. Up next, we have NRA 000. NRA, you are up next. Thank you so much. Have the healing journey. You said have a great day. Thank you so much. Latoya, you said thank you again. Yes, thank you for my flowers. Greatly appreciated. I hope this brought some sense of insight for you and some type of clarity your way. Okay, Latoya. Hope to see you again, my dear. All right. So for those of you who are watching me, I closed the session already. Of course, those of you who are my current subscribers, if you want to come and say hi, I'm always happy to see you guys. Thank you so much for supporting and giving me those thumbs up, even if you're not getting a reading today. But thank you so much for the love and the support. I greatly appreciate it. All right. If you missed the cutoff today for this reading, no worries. Tomorrow or the day after that may be another day for you to join. Just make sure you stay subscribed to the channel and that you turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts connected to my channel. So whenever I come on and do a reading, especially a live reading, you can take part in the session. Okay? All right. NRA 00. I don't see you, my dear. Last call. Remember, intuitive friends, if I call your name and you don't show up, I'm going to go straight to the next person on the list. Okay? Straight to the next person. Lane Light Reflections. If you are here, it's your turn. Lane Light Reflections. If you are here, come on down. Lane Light Reflections. All right. Lane Light Reflections isn't here. Up next, Stephania. Stephania. If you are here, let me know because it's your turn now. All right. Awesome. Thank you for joining, Stephania. Thank you for stopping by. All right, Stephania, let's see what's coming through for you. Welcome, my dear. Welcome. Stephania, my name is Alexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonial, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box as well as in the chat area. All that information is there. I'm also open for private readings as well, so feel free to reach out if you would like. All right, give me 1 second here. Okay. Let's see what's coming through. Actually, let me turn off the AC. Hold on. Ooh, it's getting chilly. All right, Estefania, I'm back. I'm sorry. You wrote, thank you for the reading. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, Estefania, let's get on with your reading. Please note that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Let's see what's coming through for you. What do your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time? All right, let's see. You have here honesty and communication as well as compassion. I do feel here, Estefania, you have honesty and communication. I feel here that you have this gut level feeling that there may be something or someone not being as honest as they should. I feel it's coming through as an intuitive type of energy. You may feel here that either someone is keeping something or something. There's this it's like you're getting this kind of like intuitive hit in connection to something that was either said by someone, a conversation, a discussion. I do feel here that it's very important for you to share the things that you feel in your heart. And that at times it may be a little difficult for you to do that. But your guides are saying it's very important for you to share the things that you feel and that are heavy in your heart. It may be at times a little difficult because you don't want to hurt someone else's feelings. But it's also very important for you to be very clear on how you communicate that. Like sometimes it's clear to you in your mind, but it's difficult to either put into words or you kind of like, oh, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to make a big deal about something. And your guides are saying, well, it's important for you to share what you see and what you feel. And you may be a very, very intuitive person. And sometimes you may feel as if the messages that you're getting, you're the only one who can see it, who can feel it, who can sense it. And it's as if you get either kind of like, should I say something? Should I not? Because even though you may lack the tangible type of evidence or physical evidence here in something, you feel it intuitively. So you feel when someone is either being honest or dishonest. I'm getting here that you have a very good, you could be very intuitive. Okay. Here, Estefania, there could be a lot of downloads that you get. And there's something here about, I don't know if it's like you just, at times hold these messages close to your heart, or you may not want to share it with someone or people. And it's like your guides are saying, even if you may lack the tangible evidence, even if you think, oh, it's all in my mind, like how like I'm getting this energy of like, well, how am I going to say that without having proof of it, right? And you may feel it and you may say, damn, but I just get this gut level feeling about it. And it's as if you feel that other people are not going to value or listen to that. So it becomes a little bit complicated to voice something that your six senses are sensing, that your heart is sensing, that your yin energy is sensing, that your intuition or your gut level is sensing, maybe even your six senses here are sensing. and you may kind of like not say something about it. But the thing is that you're clear, like you're right in whatever this may be. Like you may have a tendency to do that, and this is coming across as like, yeah, but you're right. You don't think you are. You think like something may be a little far-fetched. But sometimes, listen, sometimes it's not, sometimes you can't find the tangible part of it. But that doesn't mean that just because you don't find the tangible part of it, that the message is wrong, right? Let me tell you what I do. This is what I do. And I do the same thing. And I totally understand this energy. I completely understand it. It makes complete and total sense to me because I am a logical, rational, practical type of person. That's me in my regular career, like what I went to college, university, my master's degree, all my credentials in the 3D world, because I also have credentials in the spiritual realm, but in my 3D world is very much tangible, logical, analytical 3D energy. But one way that I have to acknowledge the fact that I'm intuitive. I have to acknowledge the fact that I'm a clairvoyant, that I'm a medium, and that I have these talents and gifts ever since I was born like this. So what I do is I tell people, I usually kind of frame it in this kind of, I frame it like this. I know, this is what I say. I know this sounds crazy, but you know what? I'm feeling la 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 la. So I'm already kind of going in like, listen, I know this, kind of frame it, and I know this since, and you don't have to say, oh, I'm, like that. You could just say something like as easy as, listen, I know this may not make logical sense right now, but I'm getting this real strong feeling or real strong, whatever, intuition, feeling, whatever it is about da 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 da. And I'm getting here da 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 da. You see what I'm saying? So that's a way for you to frame it so that you are working that intuitive part of you, the skills and the six senses that you have, but bringing it in to the 3D realm. Okay. So, it's coming across as something that's super familiar because my guides are showing me my experiences when I was younger. And I was like, yeah, I completely understand. All right. You may hold valuable information for people. You may, whatever this, I'm going to tell you right now, this is coming across as a straight spiritual reading for you. So your guides are saying here, through whatever it is that you feel intuitively, you may have a very strong crown chakra connection. You may have a very strong third eye connection. You may have a very strong throat chakra connection, which, if that's the case, you could have strong auditory, or I should say clairaudience. So you may have claircognizance, clairvoyance, or clairaudient type of intuitive six senses. Okay, so it either you just know what you know because you know it, which is claircognizance. You may see pictures in your mind's eye, or may actually physically see things from time to time, or you may hear as if it's your own voice in your mind. Okay, but this is talking about that you have a very deep, clear connection to the ethereal, to the across the veil type of energy, and that your information that you download and the information you feel based on your six senses are very valuable. You have a gift that you need to work on more, but at times your focus may be more on the 3D realm, and in a way because you lack the tangible evidence. You don't allow yourself to rely on the six senses that you already possess. Okay? So this is talking about you have a lot of valuable information to share with others. You just need to learn to frame it in a way that you can still give the person the message, but in a way that places you kind of like, hey, listen, I know this sounds weird, but I just want to share this with you. And that's it. Done. It's up to them. If they want to hear it, if they don't, if they want to accept it, they accept it. It's not about convincing people. There are times that I am literally with strangers and I'm getting messages and I'm like, how am I? And I joke with my guys and I'm like, really? Like, oh my God. You know? But there I go. I share the message. Okay? So I'm getting that there's a lot of purple here. So usually purple is that energy here of the third eye chakra. So you have a lot of spiritual energy here and gifts that are very valuable that your guides want you to be able to share when you are ready. Of course, this is free will. You don't have to do anything you don't want to, but they're definitely kind of saying you do have a lot to offer to humanity. You have a lot to offer here to others, and you gotta work with the 3D realm. As well as you work with the 3D realm, also start working with the ethereal. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you. I do feel that there's some actions here, and again, talking about the actions that I just mentioned here for you. And you have here, yeah, look at that. Yep, I told you. You get caught up in your head a lot. You get caught up too much. Are people going to think I'm crazy? Is this going to make sense? What are people going to think if I say something like this? What if I'm wrong in what I'm feeling? There's internal and external challenges. And your guides are saying, listen, you are now entering a beginner mindset type of energy where you're going to start thinking of ideas, thoughts, and forms of expression in regards to you sharing intelligently how these messages are coming to you, how this communication from the ethereal is being transmitted and downloaded in your energy field through the six senses, one or two, or whichever the ones that you have that are very strong. There is a desire here for you to learn. There's a sense of curiosity here on how to explore this six senses that you feel. And they're saying here, listen, you also have this. You get too caught up in your head. You start making storylines and you start limiting yourself, and you yourself trap your mind into a state of being in this flux. And like I said, there are times that you may even get downloads. You may even wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and you're like, why am I getting up? Like, why am I, that's the end. That's the time where maybe your guides want you. There's a lot of hustle and bustle in the world, and you're able to connect more with that inner oracle of yours. But I wouldn't be surprised if lately you've been more curious on exploring how you can develop your skills and how you can help others, because it's coming across as like you have a lot to share with others, but you're doubting yourself a lot in regards to it, and you're getting way caught up in your head about it. All right, that being said, let's go to the final card here. Watch your steps. It says this situation requires a more specific and detailed plan before carrying out, as there might be some unexpected occurrences. Be careful so you will be able to complete it after all. So, what I'm getting here with this is it's this reading for you. What your guides want you to know, what your guides want you to know is how you can figure out how to work your abilities that you naturally have and not allowing yourself to get caught up in your head and getting out of your own way. Okay? So I hope these messages have been insightful here, Estefania. And don't forget to continue to remain subscribed to the channel. And I'll read your validation confirmation if you've left any in the chat in a moment. But up next, we have Karen Robinson. Karen Robinson. After Karen Robinson, we have E.B. Tarot. After E.B. Tarot, I'm going to call the people that I called before and weren't here when I called you. So you guys are going to get a second chance. So just make sure that you don't go anywhere for your second chance that's coming after I read for E.B. Tarot, who is the last person on my list. Let's see, Estefania, you said, I am claircognizant. Oh, okay, there you go. Validation confirmation. Here we go. And you said, in the middle of my spiritual awakening, and I'm focusing. Oh, hello, Lane Light Reflections, my dear. Welcome back. No worries. It's fine. I'm still going to give you your reading. I thought of you. You seem nice. And I went and subscribed to your channel. Oh, so Estefania, you have a channel. Do you have a channel? So that's cool. I don't know if that message, Lane Light Reflections, is for Estefania or it's for me. But but if you do, feel free to let me know, Estefania. But yeah. Oh, I'm so happy you felt Estefania wrote, okay, I'm putting the cards back, but I'm also reading here. I'm reading what you wrote now because like when I'm channeling, I have to stay focused. You wrote, I'm in the middle of my work and I'm focusing on developing them because my mission is to help guide people. There you go. That's exactly what I told you. Help them grow as they can live their best life. Yep, I told you. You have a lot. I told you you have valuable messages here to give others. It says, I feel like I'm not so connected to my spirit guides and it's on my side, not them. Yep, that's exactly what they were talking where you get caught up in your head. Well, haha, I can't overthink. And Stephanie wrote, yeah, recently I wake up a lot suddenly and have a lot of dreams about spirituality. There you go. Like I told you, there's a very deep connection there. For real, getting out of my way. Yes, it is very helpful. Thank you so much. I subscribed, by the way, 2 weeks ago, but I have never asked for a reading here. And I definitely liked the live. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I'm subscribed to yours as well. Yes, thanks, Lane Light. Yes, I started a channel a week ago and I'm totally new with the guidance. All right. Well, listen, Stephanie, I do wish you the best of luck on your channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll take a look at your channel and I'll subscribe over there as well. All right. Thank you so much, Estefania, for stopping by and for subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to continue to remain subscribed so that you can continue to take part in the live readings. That being said, Karen Robinson, if you are here, Karen Robinson, please let me know if you are here. My apologies, that took a little longer than expected here, but there was a lot that was coming through. Now, don't worry if Karen Robinson, if you are here, let me know. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I will be stopping by your channel for sure. Take a look at my playlist and, we'll keep in contact if you have any questions about the channels and stuff like that, because I know it becomes like I did everything on my own. I had no one to guide me through years ago when I started my channel. information about it. But you feel free to reach out to me at lexatarot@gmail.com. I wish you the best of luck, Estefania. Look at that. You got Sacred Plan coming out. Things are going to move along nicely. Just give it time. Karen Robinson, if you're here, come on down. If not, no worries. Up next, we have EB Tarot. EB Tarot, are you here? EB Tarot. Actually, let me put a question mark here. All right, Estefania. We have EB Tarot. All right, EB Tarot, come on down. All right, intuitive friends. So if you miss this round of free messages, no worries. I might be coming on a little later tonight or a little later today. If I don't come today, I might come at a later time. I am going to do a live in a few minutes, but that's going to be completely connected to something else, and it's not going to be the 5-minute reading. So no worries about that. But no worries if you miss your turn this time around. Feel free to join me at a later time. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to remain subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay blessed, and I'll see you soon.